All right, so Pools Winners Finals, we have Dark Sonic.
Wow, so my old teammate in Winners Finals. I'm excited. So he's definitely making bracket.
Dark Sonic's kind of good, you know?
No, he's always been good.
Yeah, he's very good.
But he has a tendency to underperform in tournaments, so I'm really excited that he's gotten this far.
Everybody gets a little bit of stage fright from here to there. That can go anywhere from you know, the lowest level player all the way up to like Cobalt and stuff like that. It just happens.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like really pumped.
Yeah. So I think they both kind of know each other a little bit. They're smiling. They're kind of going into it. So expect some South Florida cheering though. Blea's kind of their guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this is an interesting match. So Marth is going to space himself as much as possible. He does not want Luigi to kind of get in there.
He's going to want to use that sword.
God, and it's just so smooth.
And so this is actually, it's probably tough for both of them. I imagine it's tougher for Luigi because he does not have a sword.
Yes, you're right.
But if he can get in, he's going to get some nasty combos.
Well, we haven't seen this matchup yet.
Nope.
So,
but see, Gabe, what he's going to do is just play safe, stay away.
It's the beauty of
Marth.
Marth.
Not going to want to go to somewhere like FD, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Marth is a very patient character. You can't be hyper aggressive. The only person I've seen able to really is M2K can make a hyper aggressive.
Yeah, you definitely can. They just usually don't.
Right. Because they benefit better from capitalizing on punishment.
I think they just think I have a sword, I can just stay back.
Yeah.
But you can be hyper aggressive and be very effective. And usually Gabe is hyper aggressive.
Look at Gabe getting in the zone down there, by the way.
He doesn't get rattled.
No.
Ever. But he knows, like, in this matchup he has to be defensive. But usually, if you watch him against literally any other character, he's going to be up in their face constantly.
Luigi's a slippery one, though. I mean, and he's got a lot of great gimps, a lot of great gimp moves. That air, the back air, down air, it's even the forward air. I mean, that's
so strong.
It's down and away. So with a recovery like Marth, he benefits from being hit up and away, so that he can side B his way back to the stage. When you're hit down and away by the forward air by Luigi, your options are severely limited unless you're really close to the edge. So
you're going to see Gabe go for that a lot on floaties. One of the few like sure ways Marth can get a kill is he does the side B.
Yep.
That pulls him toward, and then he up tilts. He does it a lot on Jigglypuff and Peach, because Marth actually doesn't have a lot of kill moves. So once people get into the higher percentages, it gets a lot more difficult for them to kill them.
It's pretty much a forward smash tipper.
Yeah. So if you see Luigi, if you see Luigi get over 100, you're gonna see Gabe going for a lot of side Bs.
Yeah. I mean, it's strong. It can be strong. Although, you know, I was watching Gabe during pools a little bit earlier while we were during the break, and he was throwing out some Dolphin dances here and there.
Oh, yeah.
He's pretty good at that.
That's something I wanted to mention about Dark Sonic. So Marth has like a side B that if you hit side and then B, and if you do it in the right order, he'll do different moves like in order.
It's like a 2D fighter combo.
Yeah.
Like you string them together.
And most Marths don't use it. Yeah. Like, they don't find any use for it. Dark Sonic is the only Marth I've really ever seen that like uses it a lot, and he uses it well. He uses it for setups, he uses it for combos, and I've seen him use it for kills.
And the sweet thing is that first side B, he'll flash red and he'll do a quick little swipe. It pulls in the opponent, which goes straight to a grab, goes straight to a jab. It's the perfect combo between to connect your combos together. So, and then if you happen to catch the opponent off guard, you can string together a full Dolphin dance. The results can be completely devastating depending on how they end. You can end high, medium, or low, and it just shuts out an opponent. So you see right there that he just did a side B.
And it's not working out for him so well this match. He's down pretty big. He would need he needs a lot to happen.
He needs a
now things can happen. Yeah, and just Luigi's one of those characters that hard to gimp.
So a nice thing too, on this stage, Marth's forward smash actually tips through the platform. Same thing with Yoshi's. So if Luigi is foolish enough to stay on that platform for long enough, Marth pretty much guarantees a tipper, which is maximum damage on his forward smash.
or if he combos them,
or if
and
he
gets
like right here,
into the
right.
platform.
Wow, look
he
at him
can
go.
finish with the tip.
Yep.
Because it's an auto tip.
Yep.
If you're where the sword's hitting, you're gonna get tipped by it.
And
Blea Gelo
thinking
with
of
the unfortunate SD, giving Dark Sonic, leaving the door open, just a crack.
I don't know.
The door is ajar.
No, he didn't space that well enough.
Not enough.
That's going to cost him. Yeah. With Marth's up B, you have to be very particular. You have to sweet spot the edge, which basically means you have to space it just well enough that you connect with the edge without going above it and getting hit.
Yeah, and it's actually not too hard with Marth as opposed to like other characters, just because the hitbox a little disjointed, so you can sort of aim a little under the level, and he'll suction cup the rest of the way.
Yeah.
All right, this obvious pick. He wants a small stage, so you can get tip kills at 20%.
So much like the last one, you can see the same thing here. Those lower left and right platforms can be tipped through with Marth's forward smash. If a player gets caught on them, it's very easy for him to start stringing aerials together and just kind of going all on the opponent. So.
Yeah, the only downside of this stage for Marth is because of how fast Blea Gelo is.
Yeah.
He can be all over.
Yeah.
You're not really going to be able to get away.
And you see how effective that down air. It hits so unusually. There's no real way to describe what should be happening when he hits him with that down air.
You would think like up or down. That's usually the direction down airs hit.
I've seen it hit backwards. It just doesn't really matter. Apparently the game just decides that down air is going to do what it wants.
His just hits like a fair.
Yeah. So. Wow. That is balls to the wall level of play right there.
Blea Gelo with slick read.
So much like Jigglypuff's rest, Luigi's up B can hit normally, which it'll make some coins pop out, or if you connect with a sweet spot, you'll get like a fire hit, kind of like how the rest does, and it can KO.
Yeah, it's not as strong as the rest, but it's definitely very strong.
And it can come out of nowhere. Normally a jab to up B can accomplish that move.
Yeah, or you see him wave dash like he did toward Marth inside the other character's area and up B.
Yep.
So this one's a little closer so far. Blea Gelo still with a clear lead.
I think after game one, Blea kind of figured out what he needed to do.
Well, he was already up.
Wow, just the reads, and that's what we're talking about right there.
Getting him out of the roll, just like Hungrybox.
Yeah. And you see him charge up his down B for later. It's interesting because, to be honest, Luigi never really was a prominent character prior to maybe a couple years ago.
I'm trying to think.
I can't really think of this many players playing Luigi at a competitive level.
Well, this many.
Yeah, so in Florida we have Blea, we have Luigi in Gainesville, and there's one more.
We've seen a couple others who are definitely good.
Yeah, they know their stuff. It's interesting. He's a mid-tier character, so.
He was low for a while, but just like with Ice Climbers, people brought him up.
Right. But God is
Blea Gelo again with the SD.
Yeah.
This time, Dark Sonic isn't over 100%, so.
It's not looking good for Dark Sonic. That Nair can kill.
Almost. The next one will.
Yeah, the next Nair will. That DI is so good.
Okay, yeah, he's in the danger zone.
Yeah. Danger zone.
There it is. Dark Sonic nodding, knowing he got caught there.
So we're going to game 4?
Game 3. It's 2-0.
It's 2-0. Now it's 3-0. No, it's 2-0. Sorry. Yeah, you are right.
So it sounds like you said Final D. Is that what I'm saying? No, Poland Stadium. Okay. Still wants those smaller blast zones.
Yeah. Yeah. The hardest thing for him is keeping Luigi out. I mean, the Luigi is just constantly in range.
Yeah, well, with the length of that wave dash, you're like, oh, he's over on the edge, I'm the middle, I'm okay. He wave dashes once, and he's in your face, and he's tilting you, or he's down smashing you.
That's the thing is that, I mean, if you guys watch any boxing or anything like that, Luigi plays like an infighter. He wants to get in close, but he has the luxury of being able to be way out of range, and then just up here, within, way within your zone of comfort, like that, like just immediately. So.
Yeah, he doesn't have reach the same way Marth does,
right.
But because of how fast he can get across stage, he might as well.
And his aerials literally just they flow so easily into each other. I mean, you saw that right there. He did an up tilt to up air to back air to forward air, as if it were nothing. So, wow, that was close.
Dark Sonic going for that tip.
Yeah.
Here's where he's at the percent where it's just hard for Marth to kill him. He's going to need that up tilt.
And then that up tilt is very strong. It just covers a whole range. It's a huge hitbox.
Is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's very strong.
So Marth hanging out in the foxhole. Basically, the zone he's in right now is a great defensive position. It's very hard to approach, specifically because Marth has that up tilt. The reason it's called the foxhole is primarily because that's where foxes retreat to on the stage.
Well, that's where he can do his infinite.
You can infinite shine, yeah. So.
But yeah, coming from above onto Marth is hard in most situations. It's even harder when it's just a tunnel.
Are you? It's so neat. I mean, Dark Sonic plays it so clean. He's down tilting, wave dashing in, grabbing, wave dashing back, down tilting, removing options from Luigi at pretty much every step. But it's just not enough.
He's getting damaged, but Blea's still getting in. He's got that shield up at all times.
Oh!
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
You will not see another Marth do that.
That wasn't. That is a finisher exclusive to Dark Sonic.
He used it to combo into its kill move.
So you can actually adjust the direction. So he saw that the third hit, the blue hit, popped Luigi up. So he swapped his fourth hit into the upward hit, which would basically pop him up and have enough range to basically get the kill on him.
Yeah, and that's something he is uniquely good at.
It is so difficult to just do that.
Because the timing on the Bs is you don't just like hit them.
You can't just.
It's a particular rhythm.
You can't mash it. It is a dance. It is literally a dance. It got its name for a reason.
And he's got it down. He's been practicing it for 8 years.
It's beautiful.
They got him a good kill, but he's still down a bit here.
It's not that big though. I mean, it's at 101 to 12%. One forward smash, one back air could seal it for Luigi. Or I mean, could seal it, tie up the game for Marth. He's just got to keep using those grabs. The grab range is so much better than Luigi's.
He wants the side B here.
Ooh, that up tilt.
Or you can just throw it out, throw out the up tilt on its own. So we got ourselves basically a tied match.
Fun fact about Marth, his grab range is just tremendous. It's at least double what it should be. So that's a big issue for a lot of the Mario characters, namely Luigi, Mario, and Dr. Mario, is that their range is so minimal in their throws that Marth just outspaces them every time.
Dark Sonic trying to stick to the middle of the stage and the bottom of the stage. They're just throwing out those down tilts on those fairs. He wants to rack up damage. Oh, and he gets the tip.
Just the tip. If Luigi was the waiter, that was a heavy tip.
So game 4.
Fine, man. Whatever. At least I'm trying. At least I'm trying.
So of course, Blea wants the big stage.
Yeah.
He needs to live a little bit longer.
And
he knows he can edge guard Marth a little bit better. Oh, Dark Sonic.
For those unfamiliar with this stage,
Ken combo.
This isn't graphically terrible because that's the way they left it. It's from
Kirby's Dream Land.
Yeah, so
this is like the first boss.
Yeah, they tried to make it as close as possible to the game itself. But this is an old game, so I mean, to be fair, it's still pretty good looking. No, I mean like the Melee itself.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm talking about like Kirby's Dream Land was like on the game.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, SNES.
That's how old that is.
Actually.
Well, they had a Game Boy.
They did.
But Dark Sonic doing work on
throwing those fairs. Oh, that nair though, that sex kick by Luigi. It's just
he doesn't have any hits, son.
It just pops out of nowhere. A little bit of fair trades back and forth.
Yeah, both of them just toss them out.
You know, Dark Sonic isn't really edge guarding as much as I feel like he normally would. I feel like he's a little bit more worried about Luigi's kind of game when it comes to that.
Even though Luigi's...
He's a little trickier.
His recovery isn't great, so it's easy edge guard. It's not so much for the way Marth edge guards. He usually edge guards a little lower.
Yeah, definitely. And it's
Luigi's
normally a back air or something along those lines.
Luigi's coming high most of the time.
So see, and this is a big problem. Is that
that's what
there? That's what you wanted right there. The downside though being that Luigi's horizontal recovery is literally like, it's just so good.
Yeah. Well, it's far. It's not necessarily good because of the lag on the side.
Wow. Jab, and then the wind pushed him off the edge enough to go a fair. And you see
there's that side B up tilt.
Yeah, side B perfectly opens up the opponent. It's kind of like a jab into a straight. It's the old 1-2 for Dark Sonic there.
But he's down a lot of percent on this stock.
This is a big stage though. It's going to take a lot.
Like that?
It was what, 160 something?
Yeah, it's just that down air is so powerful.
It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't have to. It's Luigi.
It doesn't have to, yeah, it's Luigi.
It's Chinatown.
And he's crouch canceling all of this. Luigi is crouch canceling all these pokes, these fairs. He's holding down, and it's just doing work. Because he's retaining his mobility that way.
The only problem is, unlike other characters who like crouch cancel and don't go so far,
he gets knocked.
He gets pushed back. So,
but
it's hard for him to get shield grabs and stuff because of that.
I agree with that, but I feel like that also prevents him from getting followed up on. You know what I mean? A little bit. It makes it difficult. Wow, great tech.
Dark Sonic, great edge tech, and a sweet buff right after.
Wow, and the retort. Oh, but he gets lucky on his side B.
Had to happen eventually.
I guess so.
Happens 1 in 8 tries.
Really?
Yep.
That's really low.
Oh,
you were saying.
He hadn't got one all set.
Whoa, great tech!
Dark Sonic with another edge tech.
Dang.
Staying in the game, giving himself one more chance. He wants that up tilt.
Dark Sonic is leaving on his own terms.
That's the one thing about that side B. He's so good with it. Sometimes he gets caught.
Wow.
That's what
great
happens.
Great set by both players. They both
Dark Sonic to losers finals.
Yep. We'll see him again.